You're on mute.
You're
Well,
mute, mate.
Of all
Damn
the
it.
time.
Home with the lads. Home with the lads. Welcome to a
Yeah,
new
man.
show. Thanks for telling me I was muted before I kept talking. But thank you for your support. First of all, in the watch along. We did great. We're getting a lot of subscribers from the watch along. But regardless, what a comeback, what a game. It was dreadful. If you haven't watched the watch along, you need to go do it after we're done, of course, because it was a roller coaster of emotions, ups and downs like nothing. And I tell you what, man, I was this close. I was this close of going to the dark side at full time. But we somehow, some way, and we're gonna discuss it. Of course, we're gonna get into in depth. We're gonna try to do the player scores. We're gonna do everything. This is gonna be an amazing stream. Of course, we came back 4-3 and very much alive in for European football. Let me get to the thoughts, man. Let me get you guys' thoughts first. Roy, I mean, how do you assess this game? You look like a numpty for the first 85 minutes, and then until we scored the fourth goal.
Just me. Fucking hell,
Me
you were
too.
shitting yourself
Yeah,
more
yeah.
than I was.
Yeah.
Mate, up until the 80th minute, I gave up on the season, just like almost everybody. And I tweeted, "Who's watching this shit show?" And it was shit. And we did play shit for about 80 minutes, and then weird game of football. We came back, unbelievable. Just a bit of brilliance from 2 players or 3 players. Barnes, unbelievable, came on, changed the game. And don't give Eddie credit for this, because he didn't sub him. He actually put Miggy on first. Then Miggy got injured, and that's when Barnes came on. So people are going to be like, Eddie G. No, it wasn't.
No. Yeah, no.
So no one come and tell me Eddie's subs were good and shit. No, it wasn't. He just put whatever he had on, and he came on. So that's another one. So don't give Eddie credit for this. And Gordon, our best player by a mile today. By a mile. 3
Brilliant.
assists. Absolutely brilliant. Isaac, I think he did better for the assist than the goals. The penalties were penalties. He didn't do much. He missed an easy chance. But the pass for the Barnes goal, amazing. The rest of the players, Longstaff, fuck me, man. Longstaff, you're not a football player, mate. You're shit. I'm trying to be positive here. We just won.
Which, again, listen, we've had a lot of negatives, man. We had a lot of negatives.
There was negatives, but we won. So I'm trying to put some plasters on. I mean, Murphy, to be fair, it was quite good today.
Very good, yeah.
Murphy, Isaac, Bruno, Gordon, and Barnes when he came on. The rest of the players, utter shit. I mean, Willock. I've never said anything bad about Willock. Today, he was fucking shit.
Yeah, oh God. I was dead wrong saying he'd have man of the match.
But fuck, I mean, there's few times that we could have had a shot when we didn't. And Barnes, fucking, I've just seen a fourth here on the 89th minute and 40, 89 minute and 40. I mean, 89 and 52 seconds. And then Gordon, that silly, kicked the ball away and got a yellow, which he's going to miss the Everton game now. So there's a negative. But doesn't matter. We got the 3 points here. Everton should be easier than these guys. So I don't know how we're going to deal with Everton without our best player officially.
Yep.
Anthony Gordon is our best player.
Isn't he? He's just...
Yeah.
He was very much a busy guy. I mean, and now he's not going to be obviously for the Everton match. But I guess we got to bring on this guy right here, our Bonnie lad.
Hey.
The mighty win.
What about that, boys?
What about that, my man? I
Man,
didn't think you were alive right now.
That was.
You what, sorry?
I didn't think you were alive right now because I figured that.
Yeah, I managed to get a signal. Ball loco.
Yeah, but what do you think about the game, man? Because I know you're probably
Right.
sure.
Can you put me right? Obviously, we haven't seen any replays. The second penalty. What happened?
Well, the second penalty was
like how
basically Gordon's really smart and he put his foot in front of Phillips. Phillips was about to kick the ball anyway. And
Listen, boys, I can't hear you, but all I can say is, how are the lads?
Unbelievable, mate. Unbelievable.
I can't hear what you're saying, boys. All right,
well,
Roy.
Mate, we're still alive. We're still alive.
We're still very much alive.
I'll try and get back on where I can hear you.
10 minutes.
Yeah,
we
one.
were 10 minutes
Take
away
care.
from being out. We were 10 minutes away from being out and the season
out of
over.
everything. I'm telling you,
back
man.
in business now.
We were
in business.
I'm
hoping. You know what it is? We need to address the fuck ups because we basically got away with it here.
Yeah,
it was two penalties by smart Gordon, a genius pass from Isaac, which is exactly the same as their first goal.
Yeah,
which tells you. I said that during watch along that both teams are not good enough for top 6.
No,
Definitely not. We're both not good enough for top 6. We're both playing for 7th now. So that's it. We won this one, and let's hope the other results go our way because we could have been the 12th by tomorrow.
Yeah,
but now we're back in business.
8th. So right now we're 8th. But let's we got to calm down a little bit. We got to calm down. There was a lot going on, but I want to look at the lineup that was today. We didn't even really have a chance to kind of talk about that. I thought the game was, for me, 7:30. I guess the kickoff was at 7:30. But where's the lineup? I'm trying to look this up, man. Where's the damn lineup? What the hell?
It's the same fucking lineup, man. It was just
right. So yeah, you're right.
Trippier.
Thanks to Mick for becoming a member yesterday. Appreciate your support, mate. Thank you. And please, everybody, smash the like button and, of course, chat with us. I want to know your opinion on this game in particular. I was going to be Eddie out if he took Guimaraes, if he took those guys out, because then you would be giving up on a game. And this is what happens when you don't give up on a game. This is exactly what happens. What could have happened with Chelsea, we never know. But obviously, there were 3. It's almost the same thing. They were up 3. No, was it 3-1? The same thing. Was it the same score? Yeah, wasn't it? Or maybe 3-0. I don't know. When Chelsea with Chelsea when we gave up that game,
it was 3-1. We put the white flag up, and then we scored after he took all the good players out.
Yeah,
and then we had 6 or 7 minutes to get back in the game. We couldn't because obviously all the good ones are out.
Right.
And then I don't know. I mean, Eddie will get credit here because Barnes got 2 goals, but he shouldn't get credit for this because he put Miggy on. He didn't put Barnes on. He put Miggy on. He was lucky because Barnes was the only winger left on the bench.
Yep.
Miggy comes off injured after 5 or 10 minutes, and then Barnes comes on and changes the game. Does he not see him in training?
Yeah.
That shot Barnes took. No way Miggy would have hit that. No way. Well, to start with, it was from the left side with his right foot.
Well, I'll tell you this: Epic NUFC says Eddie didn't get us the win. He was forced into subs. He usually wouldn't take no Eddie players on form, not for what they did last season. That's a fair enough point, man.
100%.
Wasn't that what I said a couple of days ago when somebody asked, what do we need to do to finish in Europe? Play your best players, not your favorite players.
Yeah.
And guess who survived till the end? Longstaff. He missed the open goal, man. He missed the open goal. Couldn't even kick the ball. I would have kicked that.
Yeah, Mighty Mag, thank you for that, man. Paul, Roy, Chris, great commentary. Thank you for that. I mean, we haven't since we started the channel. We started doing live shows every day, and we thought, we will put the watch along to put them on the shelf and see what happens. But I mean, even though it takes a lot of time of our day, you had 2.5 more hours. We feel like it's time. It was time to bring it back. And to be honest,
it's a hell of a one to bring it back for.
Yeah,
I was like, why?
Yeah, we were all like, but people.
I usually watch the game and then have like 300 tabs in the middle. I couldn't do it during the show, so I had to do it.
You can still do that, by the way. But
I don't smoke in the house.
What's good when he came on?
So but I mean, I don't smoke in the house, so I have to smoke my tabs outside.
But it was a great show. To be honest, I didn't expect the same as much viewership as we got. But I appreciate everybody's support, and you know, we're going to do it every week, and we're definitely going to do it on Tuesday as well. So stay tuned for that one. But Antagonizer Jordy says, "Tell me your name, man, because your name is long as hell. Give me your name, I'll remember it. Just tell me your name so I can call you by your name, because Antagonizer Jordy sometimes is a little too long. But Gutted Gordon got the red long stuff, should not be starting at all. And he also said that Eddie doesn't get any credit for this. To be honest with you, I mean, that's a very, very fair point, man, because I mean, he didn't mean to do the subs, as we said, and Longstaff still playing. We won immense of Longstaff, and still is a liability on the midfield. Bruno wasn't. He can't be himself without any help. He can't play well without any help. And we say this week after week. And now that we're saying it when we win, we say when we lose, then we're you know, we're takeover fans or whatever. And we say it now when we win, because obviously even it was a great comeback. But Harvey Barnes, to me, is the man of the match, even though Gordon. And you know what? Let's put our who our man of the match are, and so people can vote on it, because that would be great. You know, who is the man of the match for you guys? For me, I'm going to put Barnes.
I'd say Gordon personally.
Yeah, Gordon. Two
Okay,
penalties, so that's 2 assists and an assist. I mean,
And-
Barnes for
depth.
those 10 minutes he was on.
we can add Isak as well. I mean, he scored, but who else? I
Yeah,
think that's about it, isn't it?
Well, it's between those three, because Isak had 2 goals and assists.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
So there we
And
go.
Barnes 2 goals, Gordon
Right.
2 assists and a goal.
I'm going to vote. There's Barnes. The poll is up. Vote your man of the match, because I will tell you this: in Barnes' defense, I could see it in his face, because he came fighting. He was fighting with West Ham. That's what we needed. We needed personality. We needed temperament. We needed that. And on top of that, I can see it in his face and say, you know what? I'm going to win this fucking game. That's just the bottom line. And when he was there cutting inside, and bang, wins us the game back to back. And to me, man, that is the mark of a great player. And if we have that type of Harvey Barnes available, he cannot be a sub. And he cannot be a sub. I mean, we agree with that.
What maybe
100%.
Eddie's thinking is he might not be fit enough to play 90 minutes. Maybe
Man.
from his. But now, with
Well-
no Gordon, and Miggy came off injured, so God knows what's wrong with him. So he's going to have to start him again, unless he plays Anderson. But he's not good enough to play 90 minutes as well. So he's going to have to manage that game properly. You don't know who's out in the. Well, Lascelles looks like he's. So, Kraft, man. I mean, I like Kraft, but today, oh goodness.
Yeah, and again, it was a excuse me, it was a sub being
I
subbed.
mean, we're gonna play with Dan Burn and Fabian Shea, which that's the same 2 we played 2 seasons ago when we stayed up,
Yeah,
and then we had Target on the left.
Yeah.
So I mean, for me, Hall didn't wrong the whole game today when he came on.
no, he was really good, really good.
Yep.
By the way,
I'm happy with Murphy.
Yep. Yeah, I have pinned the link to the chat. So if you're a fan, if you want to have your say, come on the chat. It'll be temporarily, of course. Come on and have your say. Everybody's welcome to join, because I want to make this match reaction for the fans as well, because we might be replacing our original fans forum for something else. So, you know, come on, have your say. This could be the show of the week that you come on and talk and give your opinions about the game. We got a lot of stuff still left, a lot of show. And of course, as Ian says, smash the like, subscribe to the channel, everyone, and also become a member of the channel. You can become a member, participate. Monday, we're giving away a prize for members. So become a member now for as low as 75p or £4.5. And of course, you get a lot of perks, and you get a lot of content just for you. Paul will be doing match reaction for members. So, you know, stay tuned for that. We got a lot of stuff going on. And yeah. By the way, Monday we got the Maximum 5, so stay tuned for that. And I mean, it's certainly a great comeback, though. I mean, the personality that we shown, but where was that personality the whole match? In the beginning, it was one of the worst matches I've ever seen for Newcastle this season or last season.
And that's the frustrating thing. It's we go up, we go up with a 1-0 with a penalty, and you're thinking, early confidence, build from that. Don't give West Ham any chance. And they reacted better to the goal than we did. They obviously were annoyed by the goal, which that's going to happen. They had endeavour, and then they got in. The Sells goes down, Kraft comes in. Antonio was way onside because Kraft's playing him on. And it's a route one finish. It's an easy thing. It's an easy ball up to him. He's run past his man. He smacked it past Dubravka. I mean, I've seen some people say that Nick Pope maybe saves that. I mean, look, we haven't got that. So we have Dubravka there. So you just have to go for that. If Pope saves it, brilliant. But it's not Pope and goal. So Dubravka didn't save it, and it's gone in. For me, it's a decent finish. I don't think. I think it's harsh to be over. You can't say too much about Dubravka, in my opinion.
Right.
If he saves it, in my opinion, it's an amazing save. So it's one of those where, and then you're up against it, and then you're thinking, okay, now it's 1-1. What are we going to do? And we didn't really. Again, whereas West Ham responded to the going of the goal down, we didn't respond to going 1-1. We didn't do anything. We looked lost. We looked out of ideas. I mean, we're kind of huffing and puffing. Isaac having some shots that went over the bar, Bruno hitting the crossbar, some bits and pieces, but, we weren't looking like, West Ham weren't exactly like, up against the wall with our attacking threat. And then again, we just get done with, the second goal, as controversial as it might seem, I get what people are saying that the ref has to play for a head injury, but I feel the ref, I feel the ref has seen that Shah's been hardly touched, and he's thought, well, no, I'm not going to give a head injury for that because it's not one. And I know people are kicking off saying that it shouldn't happen, but at the end of the day, it's a ref's discretion.
Today, the ref was 100%.
If Shah gets up quicker and stops messing around and rolling on the floor, we probably avoid the 2-1. It's one of those where, if they discuss it after the game, they can be upset about all they want, but would we not do it? Would Newcastle not do that to another side? Come on, of course we would.
Yeah. Welcome the Queen of Heart. By the way, I haven't seen you in a while, so welcome back. Appreciate you always supporting. Welcome Peter Moyle as well. First time I'm seeing you. So says Barn and Hall and Anderson all terrific. Mega 2 before yet another injury. So thank you, Peter, for being on the show. Also, I've seen a few comments from people that I've never seen before or I don't remember. Jordy 1 Foot LCF says the real generational talent, Harvey Barnes, my boy. Congrats to him. Welcome, Jordy, welcome to the show, mate, and appreciate you being on. And of course, Dom. Yeah. Dom Milburn says, as happy as I am with the comeback, that is a plaster over Axe 1. A lot of that was shite, and I do agree. And listen, we here in this channel, we keep it real. We don't sugarcoat it. So welcome, Dom. Appreciate you, and hopefully you stay on on the channel. We got shows every day at 10 p.m. UK. So for a late night chat, come on the shows every day. Well, obviously today we got the match reaction earlier. Kevin Hunter as well. Haven't seen you much. So says Longstaff was at his very best today, best player by a mile, man of the match. Oh my! I think that was irony.
Kevin,
for sure.
Piss,
I think
that's clickbait.
Either he's being ironic or he's a Macam. So one of the two. But Kevin, hopefully you are a Newcastle fan that's just being throwing a little irony in your comment. Mighty Mag, welcome, Lewis. Was the crowd like at? What was the crowd at the 3-1 down? Jordy C, welcome, Jordy C. By the way, having one of the watchers from the first ever when we started the channel. Says if Eddie gets the blame for the losses, then he should get the credit when he wins. That's the way it works. Well, what do you guys think about that?
No, not today. The team was playing shit. We had 3 or 4 minutes period the whole second half. What we finished them off in. His subs were wrong to start with. He got lucky because he put Miggy on, not Barnes. He put Miggy on. So Miggy gets injured after 5 or 10 minutes of being on. Barnes comes on, changes the game. He was forced to put Barnes on. If Miggy didn't get injured, he would have kept playing. He would have come back in that game and would have lost.
Yeah. Now, DX, I mean, what is your perspective? We'd like to hear what you got to say, man.
No, we are
Well,
happy that
I'm overjoyed that we won it. But what a mad game! I can't believe. Well, there's so much to unpack, isn't there? I have to say again, I'm such a Lewis Hall fanboy at the moment. I just think when he came on, totally changed what we were doing down the left side. I thought Harvey Barnes, he is the best finisher at the club in my opinion. I've said that for a long time. We've got to keep him fit. Gordon's red card, is he out for one game, the Everton game? There seems to be. Could that have been a little deliberate thing? I don't know. Like that's the conspiracy theorist in me.
no, he just kicked the ball away stupidly.
I know, but he knew he'd been booked, and he knew you get booked for kicking.
But you
away.
know what it is?
Maybe,
I think he might need rest.
Everton.
Just give him that rest and get him fresh for the next game.
So, I think this could be the catalyst now, because I was when we were 3-1 down and the West Ham fans were olaying. I think the game really changed in that moment, and then they took Antonio off, and he was controlling it for them. Like up front, he was holding the ball up, he was doing everything. I thought he was a beast out there, and when they took him off, the game totally flipped.
Yeah,
I put Paqueta, I thought was terrible today, by the way. I put Paqueta up top, and he couldn't hold the ball up. He's giving it away all the time, and then we just totally took over. Really, I really do think that could be the catalyst now. If we play our cards right, to have a fantastic run in. We've got 9 games, beat Everton.
Luton are 1-0 up against Spurs.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Well, there you go. I mean, it's going to be.
Well, we should probably update our little Excel sheet. But I'll look for it. But meanwhile, you guys keep.
Yeah, we got that one right, didn't we? We are geniuses. Hey, we all knew we were going to beat West Ham easy. Yeah, we all predicted it.
Well, what you said 3-2, didn't you? I think.
Me, no, I said 2-1.
Oh, 2-1. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we knew there were going to be goals. All of us knew there would be
goals. We were right about that, weren't we?
Yeah. I mean, it's a mad game, really, and they could have equalised at the end. They should have. They had, he chested the ball wide. Was it Souček?
Yeah. Well, what was Dubravka doing now? He's come out for it, and he's just completely got it wrong. It's just like, what are you doing? Like,
it's one of those games where if you win it, you come away and the manager's like, take a breath.
Yeah.
But if we come out of that and draw, 4-4 or something, then again the pressure heaps on.
Oh my god, it feels like a loss again in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm getting greedy here now. How far are we from Spurs?
I had the table.
No, let's win 10 games. Let's win the 10 games. Well, 9 games left. 27 points. Come on.
70 points.
Get to 70 points.
If we look at the table, we are 8th, which is so amazing. I was looking at us really down, man. Even if it was 10th, it doesn't matter. The gap would have been tougher to reach. Absolutely. But right now, 43 points, 44 for West Ham, which we didn't catch, but we're right there behind them. Who does West Ham have to play?
We've got easier games than them, though.
I'm not sure actually. West Ham. I know that some teams have got horrible games around us, haven't they? But let's have a look at West Ham fixtures. See if they've got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome to Trev back, a member of the show as well. Happy to see you back, man. Says good afternoon, lads. What a game. Never thought I would say this, but thank God for injuries forced Eddie's hand. See, everybody's saying that because that is the fact, man.
Little stickers with plasters. But
let me ask you this though. Let me ask you guys this. I want to get your guys' opinion. Why he did it again? Who was it that he scored? Barnes in his comeback. Who was it?
Luton against
Luton. And so you see that he is a difference maker. So why do you guys think that he doesn't play him from the start?
I don't think he was fit to start games.
He's not 100% fit for 90 minutes. That's the only reason.
He's still got that toe thing, I think. But
he wouldn't even come on as a sub today if it wasn't for an injury. How do you guys assess that?
Well, because Eddie loves Miggy.
Yeah.
Okay. So it goes beyond him not being fit, quote unquote.
No, Eddie got lucky because Miggy got injured. If Miggy didn't get injured, we would have lost that game.
I mean, how many players got injured for us today? About 4 players, wasn't it? Tino, Miggy,
Lascelles,
Lascelles,
Miggy.
Gordon suspended. Sharp looked like he was hobbling
You
around.
know, technically.
Yeah, Shah's fine.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
a
Tino.
talent.
What do you think of the Tino injury?
Tino,
Looked
yeah.
really bad initially, but then he started walking.
I think it's worse than it looks. It's not as bad as it looks
Yeah.
Yeah.
because he walked normal otherwise.
And this is the interesting thing.
Oops.
Does Eddie start with Hall on Tuesday if
Well,
Trippier's
he's
fit?
gonna. Well, as Trippier's fit. Well,
Oh,
Hey,
did
Charles.
Kraft injured? Why did he take Kraft off? He shouldn't
Kraft
have put
came
him
off.
on.
Kraft came off because he was shit. He was one
he
of
shouldn't
the
have
worst.
put him on in the
players.
first place.
But then Kraft to go straight down the tunnel. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's a bit.
There
that
could
I-
have
Well,
been
it wasn't like for like. So basically, he pulled Murphy back. So Murphy
Yeah.
can play right wing back at the same time as Miggy, right wing.
Yeah.
So he's using both on that right side instead of Kraft was useless.
Kraft
And then-
was a poor substitution today. It was the wrong move. We all said it. We were all saying no Hall should come
He
on.
should have put a horse straight away on the left.
Yeah.
If it's not broken, don't
It
fix it.
unbalanced it a bit as well because Tino had to go on the left, and yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah, but people are still going to give him credit because he won the game, and no one's going to address any of the cock-ups that happened today.
I mean, yeah, he was lucky today. He was lucky. It was his hand was forced.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you look at our goals, it came out of nowhere. Like Gordon gets that ball, dribbles 3 or 4
pens.
players, and then passes it to Barnes, who, unlike the rest of them, took a shot and it went in.
Yeah.
Isak, with a moment of £60 million genius, gets the ball in the middle, puts it through.
Brilliant.
Great
So
run from Barnes as well.
Yeah, I mean, imagine if Longstaff had that ball, he wouldn't have passed it. Or would he?
No.
Those
He
two
missed
are
a couple of
shit.
sitters today as well. There was a
Oh,
ball.
Longstaff.
Amron
Are you talking about
laid
Isak,
the
yeah?
ball back to Longstaff.
Yeah, there was one.
Longstaff.
Yeah,
And he just, I don't know what he was doing. He sort of didn't know what to do, like a deer in the headlights, and he kind of stabbed it wide. It was a
mate,
strange.
He's a poor footballer. We keep
Yeah,
saying
technically not good enough.
he's a very poor footballer with low. I'm not going to say low confidence because I haven't seen him play good for years now. He's had the purple patches, and I know the cup game last year when he scored 2 and stuff.
That was his best game, wasn't it? And PSG, I think, where he scored, he played pretty well. But
well, a proper keeper would have saved that as well.
yeah, he should have saved him.
It was a dead ball.
Yeah. All right.
But I mean, we won. We should be happy.
Yeah,
No, we are.
We
You
should be
know,
happy.
Well, let me tell you something. If now one thing that the watch alongs that we're going to start doing, one thing that is going to be that you guys are going to be able to see is because a lot of you think that we get happy when we lose. Well, go into watch that watch along again and see the amount of happiness, the amount of we were mad too. Trust me, for the most of the game we were pretty upset. So you go in and watch that one on the replay, and you're gonna get to see how we felt throughout the whole thing. Tristan says Chris Newcastle need a creative CM in the right wing and fix that defense or the defense. Well, I mean, I agree with that. I believe we don't have anybody creative. Now I will say this: if Isak that pass, he could play as a number 10 essentially. If you get a striker, a proper striker, of course, or Callum Wilson, but obviously we know that Callum Wilson is not somebody to necessarily trust 100% that he's going to be there. But I mean, let me go to the highlighted comments and give people their time. Tristan says, Chris, I'm happy with the results as I love Barnes, but next season buy a proper players or sack Eddie. I won't change my mind. Eddie doesn't deserve credit. The players do. Mighty Mag, welcome, Lewis. Well, he said that. Epic says Barnes and Gordon, but Barnes for me off how little playtime he had and got the goals as far as the man of the match. Which, by the way, the man of the match, who is winning? Barnes winning 51% right now.
Wow.
For Barnes.
I'm going to go in and vote.
Gordon 43%. So it's right there.
It was an absolute wonder goal, wasn't it? The second goal, the winning
And
goal.
Isak got a little 6%.
Unbelievable.
So please vote.
Absolutely nuts, mate. It was brilliant.
And another thing I think I'll say is Calvin Phillips, get it right in a minute. I have to say, every time I watch that guy, he looks like a liability. There's always a mistake.
Yeah.
I totally dodged a bullet with
To
him.
be fair for him, he was about to kick the ball, and Gordon out of nowhere went and stuck his foot, put his foot in front of
Yeah,
him.
yeah, clever.
Yeah.
True.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
was-
he turned us to the
that
ball.
Even
Which is
was-
a penalty. It's a penalty any day. It happens every day in football.
Yeah,
It's not a-
it's a foul.
very much
It's
a
a
penalty.
smart foul.
Mate, if Diego Jota got a penalty against us for fucking diving, it's a definite penalty.
Yeah. Barbara says
Yeah.
something cool here. She says, "Oh, not well. I mean, it's something good to discuss." She says that comeback has saved our season in Eddie's job. I mean,
Yeah.
what
I mean,
would have
I
been?
think-
What would have been if we had lost 3-1? The
Saudi.
way we were losing it. And
Mm.
before I let you go, Mighty Max says, Barbara, would Eddie been sacked if we would have been beat today? You guys answer that question.
No.
No, he wouldn't have got sacked. But
Well, I mean,
think
saved our
the fans
season
might have
or
turned.
I mean,
It's
saved our
saved the
season.
season. Not
He could have-
sacked, but I
He
think
could have
they
lost
would
the
have
fans
got-
though, couldn't he? Today, I think.
Yeah.
Not sacked. I think they would have been working on a replacement already, and then
Yeah.
wait till the summer.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, it was,
we I mean, anyone who knows anything about football knows that today he got almost everything wrong, and we got lucky, and he was forced into some subs that changed the game. I mean,
Right.
how many shots do we have in target?
Well,
Five?
the thing it was saying that we were having
Out
at
of
the
the four?
time that we were having the same shots as West Ham, which when we were playing really horrible. So I wasn't sure how that worked out because I didn't see those. I mean, I saw a few. Now a shot can be anything, right? I mean, at the end of the day. Now listen, 24 shots for Newcastle, 10 for West Ham. 9 of those shots of Newcastle out of 24 on target, and 4 out of 10 were on target for West Ham. West Ham had a better percentage of
Yeah, but
essentially.
how many of our shots were really like threatening? Because
Yeah.
Well, I
that's
think
the
the thing is, I think we did create chances, but the shooting from some of the players, Longstaff in particular, comes to mind.
Yeah.
He had 2 or 3.
One badly.
Longstaff had 2. Isaac had 2 as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bruno was unlucky with hitting the bar, to be fair to him.
Yeah,
So we've got a goal, Palace are 1-0
so
up.
that's
Oh, just to let you know.
Palace at 1-0 up against who?
Forest.
Forest.
Oh,
Doesn't really affect us, but
yeah, too far from us.
relegation fight.
Yeah.
We just need Wolves and Brighton to lose, and Chelsea hopefully not to win. But
Well,
now
I don't know if it makes a difference.
it's going to be a rat race with us. And
Brighton, yeah, we need
you know,
Brighton.
you know, should call the watch along. You should call it Jackal and Hyde.
Do you know the game it reminded me of? Actually, it was a few years. I don't know if you ever saw the game, but we played Leicester at home a few years ago, and Shearer scored a hat trick, and we're 3-1 down. And
Yes.
Shearer got a hat trick,
Yeah.
1-4-3. Last.
It's very similar.
Yeah, and it was a bit like the Luton game as well, wasn't it?
You said that in the first half. You did. You said that in the first half. Who said that in the first half? One of us. Somebody said that.
If it was a genius comment, I did it. It's you.
No, it wasn't you. No, it wasn't you. Plus,
but
you only found out about the goal about 2 minutes after us, after we did.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, we were way behind. We were
Oh.
hey, antagonizing Jordan says Staveley was typing Eddie's P45 out.
Yeah.
32. But hey, when she was typing, remember the camera crew and all that. They don't do that. They do that on purpose. Focusing on Amanda, focusing on Darren Eels. But they didn't focus in on them when we came back, which was crazy. It would have been nice to see that.
Yeah, it would have
reaction.
been good to see that jumping up and down.
Because I'm sure Darren Eels was on the phone to Saudi. Somebody in Saudi. And that
That's not the
person's probably
narrative
watching
that
it and
TNT
saying,
say,
I've had
no.
enough. Yeah.
Joe Cole looked like he wanted to be anywhere else at full time, which is brilliant.
Yeah,
I love seeing that idiot miserable.
yeah. And also Moyes was annoying me a bit today. He was like jumping around on the touchline like a twerp.
Yeah,
I forgot to say, big shout out to the American mags who went to watch the game today at the stadium.
I saw them on the show last night. Superfan Dan and John O'Hare, who are part of our American Magpie show. So we're gonna get that back as soon as they come back. But.
Yeah, we also had about 30 people go from Dubai, and they had a couple of guests from Singapore as well. And I'm trying to think where. Yeah, I could have been on that one, but I wasn't allowed because Milas said no.
Yeah, it was a great.
I wish I was. God damn it, that would have been a great game to be at, man.
Yeah,
Next time.
100%.
And of course, more importantly, the most important thing today is Roy had Gordon in his dream team, fantasy team, so he gets
Yeah, but he got
2
three assists.
assists.
Yeah, he got 3 assists and
Red
then he got
card.
sent off. So he only
Yeah.
got 8 points.
Oh, out of all that.
Which you get, you normally get that from scoring 1 goal.
Wow.
A clean sheet.
That's
It
killed you,
doesn't
man.
matter. I'm happy about the win.
Yeah, no, the
win
win's
first and then fantasy second.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, the guy below me had Isaac.
Had Isaac.
100%.
He's going to catch up. But it doesn't matter, mate, as long as we win.
Yes,
He's,
Eddie Howe did get booked. I'm not sure
Isaac's
what.
got 18 goals now, hasn't he, for the season? Which is equaled
he's
Wilson
great.
last season.
No,
So
he's
should
we
get
can't we
20.
can't say anything bad about Isaac because he's doing his job.
Scores goals. That's
Gordon's
the
doing his job. Bruno's doing his job.
Yeah.
Barnes so far comes on. He's never let us down. It's just the
Yeah.
rest of them. Even Wilson, when he's there, he's done his job and he scored.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a goal scorer.
The rest of the players, just
Well, I
question
think
mark
Tino.
over all of
I'll
them.
give Tino a pass.
Tino was good, but anyway, him coming off and Hall coming on as well
Yeah.
changed it.
But
So,
it balanced it, didn't it? Yeah, I think
look
think-
balanced.
Hall has to play every game now. I'd be fuming if he doesn't start against Everton. With all the injuries we've got.
Yeah, he just doesn't take risks.
And the
man.
impact he had as well. It's not like he had a bad game. He had a really
Yeah.
positive influence, didn't he?
His
You know?
link up was brilliant down that
Yeah.
side.
Yeah.
All right. More comments here coming up. Queen of Hearts says, apologies for, don't apologize for not being. I mean, when you're ready, come on the show. We love your support. Peter Moyle says, thanks very much. Excellent channel. Appreciate you, Peter. Neil says, Hole should have been on instead of Kraft. Then
Yeah.
you don't have to move 3 players in defense. Oh, that's that's
Absolutely, yeah. 100%.
that's a
This is
fair
the
point.
Over philosophy shit that geniuses like Pep do it sometimes, but
He's
There's a
got
reluctance to
personnel,
play Hall
yeah.
for some reson.
But he doesn't want to. So far, 2 games now, Hall has been okay.
Yeah.
I think
So-
it was when he came on.
And
Yeah, really
Barnes
good.
And
now
the
scored 2 goals. Next game is not
was
going to
good.
start. It's just weird.
McQueen says, "Why was Hole not on at the start?" Well, yeah, that's what we're saying. You know, it's
Yeah.
kind of weird. I mean, but I mean, you can say Livramento and he was going to play Burn anyway. So, I mean, it is what it is. But I will tell you this though, Livramento didn't look good at all today.
First
He
time
was
I thought
okay.
he was all right.
He was okay on the right,
Yeah.
and
But
then
he was getting
shuffled, put
cooked,
him in the-
man.
No. He was
No.
okay. If you look at
I thought on the right he
okay.
was all right.
He was okay.
Man,
He went to the left, because none of the goals were his fault. The first one, it was Kraft playing him on side.
Yeah.
And the second one was Fabian Shea.
Ugh.
So
I
none
thought,
of them,
yeah.
none of them was his fault. None of them was his fault. Oh, there's Son,
right.
and
Kraft.
Son double.
he
Son
done?
hit both posts.
Oh my god.
He hit the
He's
my
post and then the
captain.
ball bounced and hit the other.
But
post.
I mean, Tottenham really doesn't make a
Oh my
difference for us. I mean, they don't really. I mean,
Well,
you never
Derek-
know.
Derek's
Mathematically,
pretty confident.
Derek thinks we'll finish above them. I don't.
He
but
thinks we're top 4. We're bound for the top 4.
He said that, didn't he? He said,
the thing is, yeah,
That's
it's
how-
not
Derek-
like-
Derek
But
says a lot
don't
of
even
things.
think- if we finish 7th, that will be a super season,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
considering everything.
Yeah,
Chelsea
finish
are
above-
winning.
There might be a penalty or something.
if we ever finish
We could
above
do
Tottenham, I
Chelsea
tell you
losing,
what.
couldn't we?
No, we'll not finish above Spurs.
Chelsea are winning at
Was
the
it?
moment.
Oh, they're winning. Oh.
So that's
Who's-
are they?
Burnley.
Who's
Yeah,
got
they're
Palmer?
playing Burnley.
Are
Probably
they?
Who's
Palmer.
got-
I'm just looking at the.
Palmer, I've got Palmer.
No, it's not Palmer. It's
bugger.
oh no, wait, it might be. It hasn't come up yet for me.
But I mean, you got to wait for Brighton, got to wait for Wolves. Wolves are very much in the fight now, and Chelsea, of course. Well, I mean, Chelsea, if they win, yeah, if they win, they'll go to 43.
No,
Let's
this
see,
is
Fulham.
Zacy and Modric.
I mean, even Fulham has 39. I mean, they still have a shot of
They're in the
getting that
mix.
European. You know, that's what I'm saying. This whole season we gave a lot of people let them live, and we should have. Which I mean, but again, we're doing revisionism and probably not the greatest. But Peter says we have to be fair. Miguel was playing well. Hall has to start now. Come on, Eddie.
Yeah.
Queen of Heart. Finally, the ref got his book out. Just Just he needs to go to Specsavers. Barbara says Dubs very poor today. What do you think about the assessment?
Dubs.
Oh,
Yeah, I didn't
dropped
think
it.
he was very confident off his line, was he? He was quite slow moving.
Right.
And I think for one of the goals, although the build-up was really the problem, but still, I think he could have saved it. He got a hand on it and he pushed it into the net. Really, it was well hit, but yeah,
Right.
not his best day.
Which one?
The second, I think it was their second goal, where Shah was down holding his face.
Shaw was down. Aye.
Yeah.
I still think he could have tipped it around. It wasn't that far away from him.
Remind me, Donkey of the Week.
There we go.
Oh.
Davey Eddie, the spirit was fantastic today. The spirit was fantastic today. The crowd was beyond brilliant, including
crowd
me.
were great. Yeah, but I couldn't hear anything.
Do you want to see? Do you want to hear a funny stat?
What was that?
Yeah.
63 minutes. You know when they do that prediction thing of a likelihood of a win, right?
Yeah.
So a win for West Ham was 88% definite. The draw was 10%, and a win for Newcastle was 2%.
Oh wow! God, we turned it around. The thing is, that's the first time we've come from behind to win a game this season. So that's
ridiculous, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's huge.
Well, in this manner, I mean, Luton would have been great. I mean, we scored 4 goals there. I mean,
yeah.
But obviously, that was just a draw.
We're in 4, and we'll end 3 today. We've let in 15 goals in the last 5 games. Home.
Maybe we just have to embrace it and say, right, we're just going to attack. We're just going to go for it. Try and win 4-3 every week.
Right.
Well, as long as we get 3 points, it's happy days.
Yeah, I don't care how we do it.
Yeah, appreciate everybody in the chat. By the way, let's do the player scores, folks. Let's try to do that. Okay. It'd be great. And let me see. Let me find the game. Where's the game at? What the hell is going on? There we go. So let me share my screen. Please smash the like button, folks. It helps us a lot, as you know already.
Let me smash it here.
Yeah, man. Come on, man. You're supposed to like. Come on, you're supposed to be the first one doing that. But as we see right there, this is I'm using Google. Let's go with the first player, and everybody else, please get involved. Give us your scores for the player that we're talking about. Let me see. There we go. And then we got a few questions there. So we're going to get to as many comments as we can. So if you have a question, let me know. Let us know in the chat, and we'll get there. The Mighty Win is also there. Says, what a game. I'm still watching the comments, and I know where you all live. Well, I'll tell you what.
Mighty Win, your damn burn was fucking shit today.
Yeah. There we go. Hey, listen, he wasn't great. That's what I'm saying. We got a great comeback. It wasn't great.
The worst. It wasn't the worst on the pitch.
But I'll tell you what, man.
Yeah.
We did not. The worst. Yeah, we did not look great. All right. So we're gonna start, of course, with Dubravka. So everybody, please give me your score. The chatters, and of course the insiders poll. What do we think on Dubravka?
This is a hard one, man, because he's had 3 scored against him. I know people have been a bit hard on him about the second goal and the first goal, in particular. I didn't like some of his positioning at times, like I said, but with the 4-3, I don't know what he's doing in no man's land. I know he's tried to come and get the ball and he hasn't. He doesn't fill you with confidence as a goalkeeper all the time. He does do some good saves here and there, but he does panic me, and I think he panics the back 4. So I don't think he was terrible. I don't think he was brilliant. So I think I can only give him a 5. I think there's no other score I can give him.
Yeah. I mean, most people are saying 4, 5, 5.
Yeah.
All that.
Yeah.
So
I think it's a fair comment.
DX.
I'm going to say 5 as well. I think could have done a bit better with the second goal, in my opinion. And I agree with Paul that the ball that came over the top was just chested wide by, I think it was Souček. That she's got to come and claim that, or at least stay on his line. So, yeah, 5. I was toying between 4.5 and 5. I might go 4.5 just to annoy Derek, because I know he hates half scores.
So 4.32.
4.879. No, we'll go 4.5 for him. Can I do half?
There you go. I used to do the decimals, but I mean I stopped doing it because you guys got onto me. But yeah. Okay, most people are saying 4 or 5, so I mean that's fair enough. Well, Roy?
I'll give him a 4. So there was a 5 and there was a 4.5, so I'll give him a 4. Doesn't command his box. None of the goals he could have done better, but there was no saves in the game as well. It was clumsy, and he looked shaky at the second half with one of the goal kicks, and he passed it to Byrne, and Byrne passed it back to him, and he had no clue what to do. So I have no idea. I think maybe that goal he conceded last week, fastest goal in history of international football, whatever that was, 6 seconds. Should give him a nice shake. Or when Pope's back, he's never going to get a game.
No.
Yeah. Sorry, Win. I know you like him, but no way you compare him to Pope. No way.
Yep. All right. Let's go with the center backs. I mean, Lascelles. What can we say? I mean, he got hurt. Really, not much going on. I mean, obviously. I mean, what do you guys think?
I don't know. Yeah, exactly. What do you score him? You know.
Which hopefully it's not the most important. Hopefully it's not serious, but it did look like it would be.
Yeah,
I hope it was only a little twitch.
Yeah, I think give him a 5. He was fine when he was on the pitch. I don't remember him doing anything wrong.
No, yeah.
He just wasn't on for long enough.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go with Shard then, because he was dreadful today, man. He was dreadful.
Oof. Yeah, he was poor.
2 out of 10 for me. I don't think he was good at all. I think he's really poor. The consistent passing the ball to the opposition, the slow play, the stupidness with the head injury. You know, I know people are kicking off at the ref. I get that you're annoyed at the ref, but for me, the ref's seen that he's just not injured. And the ref's been strong. I thought the ref had I know he's been maybe a bit harsh on the yellow card with Gordon, but I thought the ref was quite strong, especially when it came to Paquetá, not fun for his nonsense. Maybe he could have yellow carded him, but no, Shah was very poor. So a 2 out of 10 for me.
Yeah. DX?
Yeah, I'm between a 2 and a 3 because I'm kind of glass half full kind of guy, you know. So I think I might. He was terrible. I remember one pass where he just passed the ball straight to their player. It was a really bizarre moment. Yeah, I don't know. 2 seems very low, doesn't it? Almost like no. I'm going to give him a 3.
Yeah, Roy.
I'll give him a 1. One of the worst games I've seen him play for us.
God, now I feel like I've been too generous.
It reminds me when he lost confidence under Bruce, and he played a couple of games and he was out to shit, and he's back to that now. Doesn't look where he's passing the ball. Did you remember that low one in the first half?
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. Bizarre.
And a few of those, that diving, pretending he got a head injury, cost us the second goal. I mean, if West Ham had a bit of more quality attacking us, because they kind of scored the goals really quick. And then when they went 3-1 down, I think in their head they thought, "Oh, that's it, game over." But I'm telling you, if West Ham kept holding the ball and having a go, we would have got thrashed today. They didn't wake up until after we scored the 4th.
Yeah.
So we stopped them.
They sat back.
Our defense was atrocious today. So, and he keeps going down, holding his ass, holding his thigh, holding his head, and there's nothing wrong with him.
His thigh hole. What the hell is his thigh hole?
Yeah, fucking hell, man. Get on with it. Get on with it. If you keep getting injured, well, replace the fucker if he's not fit enough.
Yeah. I agree with you, man. I think he got his they scored that means they scored on us because he was out there holding his head, holding his face. I mean, at some point you gotta come on, man. This is not
the foul itself. The incident started. He grabbed him and pulled him, and then that lad went without looking and swung his arm and he hit him on his lip, and he put his hand on his head like he's been hit by a bus, and he went down. No head injury. And he's done. Didn't he do that once against Liverpool when they went and scored and we had somebody down? It was him, wasn't it?
Don't know. Was it him
A
or
few years
Botman?
ago.
Oh, a few years.
No,
ago.
it was before. It was before Botman. It was before Botman.
Right.
Oh
So-
yeah, I don't know what you're about.
Well,
Yeah.
I remember that one. I think it was him. I think
Yeah.
it was him.
It was him.
And there was no because he was like, oh
Yeah.
shit.
Longstaff
work.
has been doing that too. I mean, you're just falling to the ground, waiting for a foul called and whatever. But man, if you're a defender, get your ass up and run back, man. That's what you need to worry about. I mean, trying to get a call.
It's low, it's low quality footballers that we've got.
Yeah.
He was due
What did you end up giving him?
I gave Share 1.
Share 1. Oh damn, yeah, because it's thigh hole. Damn thigh holes, man.
Shut your thigh hole, man.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's go to the right side. Livermento came off today as well. Didn't finish the game. I don't know, man. I'm a solid 6. I mean,
Yeah, he was good in the first half, as we said. Endeavour, trying to get forward, trying to do something with the ball at least. But yeah, obviously coming off was it's a shame because he's someone I want to see play more. But it's just bad luck. He's kind of twisted his ankle. Didn't look very nice. We saw the replay and it was ouch. So yeah, I think that's more than fair. A 6.
Right.
I'd go a bit lower. I'd go 5 because I felt like he was left a bit exposed when we went up for that free kick or corner or whatever it was, and they broke and got their third goal. But I just felt it wasn't quite as forward-thinking performance as usual from Tino. Yeah, no, he was a bit more sort of stuck in the back line. And on the right back, I'd give him, put it this way, right back, I'll give him 6, left back 4, so I'm going to go 5.
Yeah, people are giving him 7, 5, 6, 5, says Queen. Paul says 4. I mean, welcome Tiger Studios back to what a win. Yes, sir. At least your first comment is not Eddie out, which is
Eddie in. Tiger.
Yeah. Well, I think Tristan Ho hasn't changed his perception yet. Let me welcome my other American counterpart, Strasford Steve.
Hey, here he is.
How you doing, mate?
How you doing? This guy.
Yo, we are the black and white Bournemouth, and for right now, I fuck with it.
Yeah.
For right now. But unfortunately for us, we don't play West Ham under David Moyes, who brings on Weight Watchers Phillips on for a striker. This guy, here's the 2 reasons we won, 3 reasons. I'll give us some credit because we didn't give up, and we didn't give up in like the 4-4 with Luton, Bournemouth, etc. I don't think it's a matter of giving up that is the problem because we don't, right? So that's one reason. Number 2 was, again, Moyes made subs, and he did against Villa, the same exact sub, bringing on Ben Johnson and Phillips and bringing off Antonio and El Sufal was fucking he was Antonio, oh my God, he was dreadful. And number 3, we won because we have the 4th best attack in the league. We scored 16. We scored the same amount of goals as Manchester City. With all our injuries, we still managed to score the same amount of goals as Manchester freaking City. Albeit, I think they have a game or 2 in hand. But I did not think that we would be here coming up on May. If they had 5 games in hand, I would still think they'd be 10 goals. We scored less than Manchester freaking City. I don't know if that says more about us or them, but defensively, Jesus Christ, all of our goals. Like,
oh yeah, it was stressful.
Right.
This is an eventful game. There's so much to talk about.
There is. I mean,
not at all, but like,
no. I mean, we want to get your opinion, mate. We want to get your opinion. But I mean, give me your full take, man. Give me your full take.
That's my take, bro. We won for 3 reasons, and we're the black and white Bournemouth under Eddie Howe. And a lot of the players, I need to see a lot of in the summer. The departures are going to be just as important as the arrivals, just as important. Like the mediocre players, we need to move along with, and we need to. I want a whole new back 5. I'm not saying get rid of Livermento. but I'm saying we need to get a better goalkeeper, or at least a better backup goalkeeper than Dubravka, because he's inconsistent.
But Pope will be
Yes.
back anyway.
Pope will be back, and that's good. I like Pope a lot. But if I can get Georgi Mamardashvili from Valencia, I'm doing it every day.
Yeah.
If I can get my most ambitious thing that I want us to try and do, go for Danny Carvajal. Sign him up on a
Hey.
2-year deal, because you know what it is? Trippier is an important player on this team, not just because of the qualities of the player, but what the player has done, his characteristics. Kieran Trippier, Carvajal, there's levels. Carvajal has experience even more than Trippier has. The only thing he doesn't have is the Prem experience, but I'm not one of those guys. So for me, I would just pull up to Real Madrid and be like, Carvajal, how much do you want? Because he only has 1 year on his 1 year on his deal left. They're going to be looking at a new right back. Real Madrid are going through a bit of rebuild. I would throw out an offer there for Carvajal. I would throw it out there. He's consistent still at his age. He gets goals and assists, and he in big games as well against Atletico Madrid and whatnot. He's still a starter in it. How many years has Danny Carvajal been starting for Real Madrid? Coming up on a decade since he left Leverkusen. And he was so good at Leverkusen. Because remember, Real Madrid sold him to Leverkusen, bought him back immediately after 1 year with Leverkusen. And Real Madrid haven't bought a right back that has been good enough to replace Carvajal since then. So for me, Carvajal, and he's only 30. Some people are like, isn't he like 35, 36? No.
Yeah.
Bro was 31 years old. So that for me would be a signing I would love. It's a dream maybe, but throw out an offer. I need
All
two
right.
center backs.
Well, let's continue with the player scores. Where were we at? Oh, with Livramento. So what? So Steve, you can do this with us. What do you give Livramento today?
5.
5. Yeah, that's I'm the same. See,
Shaky.
Americans, we look at football different, man. We're just
I
good
said
at
5 as well.
it. Oh, okay, well,
You gave him a 6, Chris. You liar.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's about
Yeah,
the
you
same.
gave him 6.
Yeah,
What
5, 6.
about Joe Willock? Oh no, I'm sorry. Burn. Dan Burn.
Wait, I haven't given Tino a point
Oh
yet.
yeah, okay. Go. I'm sorry, man. Steve, Steve. He messed us up.
Same-
Go on.
Same as D. 6 for the first half, 4 for the second half. Average 5. Just give him 5.
There you go. See,
Average 5. So
genius
there we go.
speaks.
Dan Burn. I mean, I don't think it was a great performance, to be honest. I mean, but I mean, I don't think he was the worst player either. I think it was just a combined thing. So, Paul? What do you think about Dan Burn?
3 out of 10. Paul.
3.
Yeah, I think it's Paul.
Gosh.
Sorry, Win.
The one good thing he did was when he bodied
Yeah, that was good.
Kudus. Because that would have
Yeah.
been a goal if he didn't. So that's the one good thing Dan Burn. I'll give him credit there. Everything else, though, yeah, no.
I'll give him 4. I think because I think he
4.
did. He wasn't by any means the worst player in the team today.
No.
I think there were a couple of others who definitely deserve a lower mark. So overall, left back didn't do a lot. Centre back, he was all right. He's okay.
Yeah. All right. Steve, who's next?
Roy.
DX.
I've
No,
done it.
DX just said it.
Yeah, it's Roy.
Oh, Roy. Okay. Roy. go
Dan
on.
Burn,
Roy's just chilling.
5. Just give him
Dan
5.
Burn, 5.
Yeah.
Right down the
You're
Dan Burn.
useless to
It was just Dan Burn being Dan. Actually, I think he's better at centre back than
Yeah.
at, left back. So
He's not as exposed, is he?
Right.
yeah. So and he did a better job than Fabian Schär as centre
Yeah,
back.
for sure.
So yeah, if Schär gets 1, he gets 5.
How Paul says, Roy just chilling out, man, in relax mode. Yeah,
God.
after that game, damn it.
It's
Roy's
but-
amazing.
15 minutes of the game.
Yeah. DX, what do you think, man?
Oh, I've already given him 4.
Okay.
Sorry, did I give him 4? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I gave him a 4.
Yeah.
See, you're making me doubt myself. No,
Yeah.
I gave Burn a 4. Yeah, I thought he was all right. Probably, I prefer him as a centre back than a left back.
Yeah.
Right.
Center back in a 3. That's what I would ideally want. But Eddie Howe ain't gonna play 3 at the back unless we go to Man City away in the cup.
So you can get away with it if you've got Hall at left back because Hall's very quick, so he kind of covers a lot of the pacey stuff.
What do you think, Steve? What do you give him?
For Burn, yeah, 4. Like I said, the one big thing that he made, and I'll give him credit for that, was that shoulder to shoulder, clean as a whistle challenge on Kudus. Otherwise, it would have been a goal.
Right.
Because Dubravka was poor, but outside of that, just Bowen was having a field day. Kudus was able to help him out as well. And that's without Soufal being good.
Let's bring in a fan. How you doing, man? How do you say your name? Daniil?
It's Daniil. Yeah.
Daniil. How you doing, man? What do you think about the game?
Bad for your health.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
You need a good strong bourbon after watching that.
Yeah,
that's right.
But
that's right.
Obviously, just focusing on the negatives, I would say defensively we were all over the shop. You know, we were very powder puff in defence, but focusing on the positives, we really were clinical in that final third, in the sense that we played some good stuff in the final third, and great substitution of Harvey Barnes. Those 2 goals were absolutely top draw finishes. You know,
That's why. Yeah. Well, sorry. Go on.
Yeah, they were top draw finishes, and Lewis Hall was another one who I picked out. Who I thought defensively was solid, and when he got into the final third, he was effective as well. So that's what I would say there. That's a big 3 points. Because if we'd lost that, if we'd lost that, then then it was we would have given ourselves a lot of work to do in for our
Mighty Win might not be as optimistic about Champions League qualification if we
exactly. Title still there.
It might dent that little belief that he's got.
Still win the title mathematically. Come on.
Yeah, mathematically.
Yeah. Everybody else lose their games, we win ours. You know.
Everybody else is forfeit. Yeah.
Everyone gets 10 points.
We got that Saudi money. Make something happen.
We can pay our players £1 a week and then give him £10 million bonus that he was saying yesterday in his nonsense yesterday. Talking about football payment, just 20 grand a year. Give him £10 million
for their reaching targets. But I agree with you, Daniel. I think that was a good point you made about Lewis Hall, that you were sort of saying when he got the ball, he just looks much more comfortable on the ball than anyone else on the left. As in left back. So I think.
I do think we did see, and I've been advocating for Livramento to start on the left, and he has been up until today. He's been very good at left back, considering stronger positions, obviously the right. Today is why we saw in a limited, obviously the game's good versus bad, it's 1 to 10, 11, whatever. We saw why he preferred as a right back. But what I will say is that he still did all right, Livramento, driving up the pitch. It just wasn't quite clicking. So even if it is an emergency left back that we need him, and we have emergency freaking things everywhere with the injuries and stuff.
The squad have put the picture up that winds everyone up as well, by the way. They put the team picture up.
Yeah.
But you know what? I think we had options on the bench. We could have played a proper left back at left back, and we decided to put a right back at left back and shuffle the defense around. So that's on the manager, that one for me.
Micah has a question. Almiron did well when he was on, very energetic, and set Isaac Longstaff up. What was the injury? Don't have no idea.
Hamstring. Everyone has freaking hamstring, bro. All of them.
Which I do agree that he was energetic. He was very, he was trying to do a revolutionary player from the bench, but it didn't last long. And to be honest, today we've got how many injuries? Lascelles, Almiron, Gordon at one point was grabbing his leg. And I mean
Mickey.
And Tino went off with an injury, and Kraft, I think, because he went down the tunnel.
He went down the tunnel. Yeah,
I think that's four injuries we might have.
And obviously Lascelles.
The Mighty Win is at the bar, so no bother. The Mighty Win.
Absolutely
He's at the bar.
At least we'll get some common sense when he's not on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there we go. That's right. That is right, man. Question for the panel says Tiger, Barnes in the Euro squad last minute. I mean, I don't know.
Nah.
I highly doubt.
Unless
Highly doubt.
unless a Grealish
William.
isn't fit, if let's say he can't make the squad at all, it's
I
a
don't think
shout.
Grealish even makes the squad, does he?
It's a shout, but definitively no. But this is the thing, man. When we signed Barnes, I was seeing like not a lot of people, but a lot more people than I thought that were being like, I don't really rate the guy. I don't really, and I was like, this guy is a devastating finisher for a winger.
Yeah.
Excellent striking technique. Picks up every single day. Shoots outside the box. Picks up positions inside the box. He's talented, man. I really like.
I mean, he got 13 goals in 25 starts last season for Leicester.
Yeah.
And then probably a few in the Conference League, Europa. Like he's racked up like 40 goals altogether for Leicester before we bought him.
He's clinical. His clinical finishes. The only clinical
exactly.
finish
You don't
had.
need the chance at the chance.
Apart from Wilson, I think Wilson
scored one of them. I like Barnes a lot. It's been a bummer we haven't had him for a lot of the season, but showed up today big time. Showed up against Luton as well. We're down. It seems like with Barnes, and that speaks to his mentality. That guy is one of those guys that just don't give up even if they're down. He can pull. He can show up when the moment's tough and someone needs to score. So I like Barnes a lot. Really do.
Yeah, I'm very impressed. He knows where the goal is. He's when ASM left, everybody was going ooh ah, but you've got to say ASM is a little bit of an upgrade on. Sorry, Barnes is an upgrade on ASM due to his goal. His goal getting prowess because. Yeah, his end product's a lot better. Is definitely,
ASM is an artist. Barnes is an architect. It's left brain versus right brain. It's beauty versus productivity. What we want, obviously, is someone like Ginola with both. But
actually, Janola's numbers weren't great. He only got 7 goals.
You're right. Yeah. But he still made things happen. He still made things. It's like those hockey assists or whatever.
But we've got Barnes and Gordon, so I suppose it's how we get them both into the team when both are available. Now we've got to figure that out.
How you integrate them both? That's the
I think today
conundrum.
Gordon moved to the right, didn't he? And he actually was pretty effective there. So
I like Barnes on the right.
Yeah, he did.
I like him. I like him on the right.
Yeah.
You think? Neil has a question. Do you think Isak is dropping too deep that he ain't in the box for crosses?
Yeah.
Because your
The
midfield
problem
is shit, and he has to
the problem is when he is dropping deep. Today, to be fair, on the assist for Barnes, it was a beautiful pass right through the line. It was an excellent pass.
Yeah, that was class. There's a bit of Harry Kane about that.
We don't see that enough. He's not he's not getting the ball in those positions enough. I don't mind that he's dropping deep, but give the guy the ball to. There's a reason why we want him to drop deep, but we don't see that enough.
Yeah.
But you realise that he's got 14 Premier League goals in 21 games. That's amazing.
That's a good strike rate, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's a good strike rate.
Really good,
man.
Yeah. All right. Well, we need to continue with the player scores, fellas. We didn't finish. We where did we stay on? We not even to the midfield yet. So let's start with Bruno Guimaraes. I mean, what do we rate Bruno? Paul?
Yeah, I mean, he had a decent game. I don't think he was brilliant. He was unlucky with the shot. That would have been a phenomenal goal. And he did this pass in the second half. It hit one of their players. Went for a corner. But if that would have went to Miguel Almiron, that would have been one of the passes of the century. It's absolutely ridiculous. Bruno was causing bother for them. I'm glad he obviously he's yet again not got a yellow card somehow. I mean, fair play to him because they were trying. Bloody hell, David Moyes' tactic was definitely let's try and wind him up.
This
And,
was a good battle. This was a good battle, by the way. Bruno v. Paquet.
Yeah,
That
it
was
was.
a battle.
Yeah.
Proper old school battle. I enjoyed
yeah,
watching.
I think Bruno. I think 5's a bit harsh. I think Bruno gets the 6.
Yeah, 5's a bit low for
Well,
me. I
fair
would
enough.
say I would go up to 6.5 actually, because I just think in the first half when he was getting all that treatment, I felt like he was getting he was handling it very well, and yeah, I thought he had some good moments. Someone's audio has gone funny.
Damn it, Roy. It was Roy's.
Baby. Yeah, so
I'm
for
on.
me,
I'm on.
out of our starting midfield 3 of Longstaff, Willock, and Bruno, he was head and shoulders above the other 2. So 6.5.
Yeah.
All right. Who am I? Roy, what do you give Bruno?
Our best midfielder. I'll give him a 6. He's surrounded by shit, so can't do everything by yourself. A few times he had the ball when he could have just passed it simply, and he lost it and caused a bit of bother. But yeah, 6 is good.
Yeah. Shout out to David Hughes. He says Bruno 7. He played some really good distribution balls out wide. All right. Well, Steve, what do you give? DX, did you say you said already, right?
Yeah, it's a 6.5. I felt like he was the best of the 3 by a long way.
Steve, what do you give Bruno?
I'll go 6. I'll go 6. 4 very notable passes in the game that are like trademark, Bruno Guimaraes kind of passes. Bit underwhelming, but yeah, you do have to kind of look at who he's surrounded by. Willock for me, not his best game. Longstaff is Longstaff. So we'll apply some Longstaff back 6. So yeah,
Right on.
Not fair.
All right, Daniel, what do you think?
Yeah, I have to agree. I would say 6 because of who he's surrounded by. It sort of brings his level down a bit. When he has somebody like a Joe Linton, I feel it raises Bruno to a higher level because he's not having to drop deep. He can,
Get involved.
Play, get involved further up a lot better. So I'll go with the 6 as well.
All right. Now we go to Joe Willock on the left side of the pitch. He was subbed as well. So, Paulie, what do you think about Willock?
Yeah, this is what I told people. Don't listen to me. I took this guy to be our man of the match after being anonymous for a few games, and he pulled yet another anonymous game for us. He was pretty poor. Again, he was trying to get into the game, but just couldn't. Just was doing some bits and pieces here and there, but never really did anything in the game. And obviously finally got substituted, which I think was more than deserved because I thought he was very poor. And if he starts against Everton, I'll be very annoyed because I thought he was really bad.
He don't deserve it.
Yeah. So 4, I think a 4 or 3. How bad was he? I'll give him a 4 because I need to give Sean less.
But if he doesn't start, if in Longstaff starts, oh man, there's no way. I mean, who else are you
on Tuesday?
Yeah. Big up David Hughes says Willock 5, and that's slightly generous. Still not back to his own standards. Everybody giving him a 3 right here. 0 Neil. You can't get any lower than that. But all right, Roy.
I'll give Willock a 1. Attitude, not just the football attitude. A few times he missed the ball and bad passes, and when the camera goes on him, he's got this big smile on his face, chatting to one of the other Cockney players in the fucking West Ham team and shit. Fuck off! Like honestly, fuck off. We're getting beat, and then you got this big smile on your face because you're still going to get paid into the week. Yeah,
1. Okay.
1.
I would give him. Well, I'm going to say he did one lovely bit of skill before he went off
on the left
with a cross. That was nice. Yeah. 1 great tackle I remember him doing, and 1 good little through ball at some point. I can't remember exactly how he did it.
1 plus 1 plus 1.
So I'm going to give him 1 point for each. So 3 out of 10. That's what he did in the game.
Same.
Yeah.
It just looks slow. Like I know he does not move that slowly, bro.
Yeah, he was slow. You're right.
Yeah, he looks slow, bro. Even when he had the nice move on the left in the second half with the cross, it was still slow. It was good dribbling, but it was like he looks slow.
It's almost
out
like
there, bro.
dopey, like he's half a step behind, and then he goes, "Oh,
He
come on,
looks
play me."
dopey. He looks
He looks
dopey.
dopey.
There is something dopey.
Maybe they should fucking test him for some weed and shit.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You know. Yeah, I'll go 3. I'll go 3.
All right, Daniil, what do you think?
I'm going 3 because he was definitely he definitely wasn't on it compared to say somebody like a Murphy or when he came on Lewis Hall and Barnes, because a couple of incidences in that game where he was played in and he wasn't on the same wavelength when the ball came to him. So his reading of the game I thought was off. So I'm sticking with 3.
Yep, fair enough, mate. Fair enough. All right, next player we go to. We did Willock, we did Guimaraes. We go. Oh man,
Sean,
Roy,
Yeah,
you want to
it's
start
our
with this
favorite.
one?
Yeah,
what 7, 8? What do you think?
when you exceed expectations and you play even worse than you did the week before and worse than the week before that, he's just shit. Long stuff 0. He's just shit. I give up. It's the same score every week.
Oh, God.
Well, a few times he's got minus, but today, because we won the game. If we lost that game, we would have been in the minus. It's utter shit. And then forget his play in the middle and doing his job, which he doesn't do. He had 2 chances to finish the game off or to score. One of them was like, 2 or 3 yards out?
Weak as
Yeah.
And he
piss.
just kicked it.
Weak as piss finish.
It was weak. It was weak.
Yeah, it's shit. It's shit. I'll just give him 0. He shouldn't be playing here for us next season. If this
Not
club
at
needs to improve, he needs to be gone.
Yeah.
I love him. He's Geordie. We saw that video.
Yeah, the video of him doing an interview with Lindsay Hipgrave, I think is about to say.
Yeah.
That was a good video, yeah.
It was. And no one's ever questioned his love for Newcastle, ever. No one's ever questioned that. He clearly loves the club, but he's just not. He's not fit enough. He needs to get that injury sorted and stop being injected.
Yeah, the injection.
I don't think it's fitness. I don't think it's fitness.
Quality.
He just
Yeah.
doesn't
It's been
have it.
found
He hasn't
out.
got. He's got no vision. He's not athletic. He doesn't get stuck in and take one for the team, and he can't shoot or pass, which is like basically 5 or 6 of the basics of having a
Yeah.
quality player. Sometimes you miss 1 or 2 of them. You can miss 1 or 2 of them. Like Miggy's got the skill, but he hasn't got the brain. He's got
Hey,
the work
David.
rate.
David Hughes says Longstaff won, and that's for putting his own boots on.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
didn't even. If he ever did.
We don't know that he did, yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, Paul, what do you think? Well, you said it with
Longstaff was the worst player on the pitch.
Oh my god.
He really was the worst player on the pitch. 1 out of 10 for me for Longstaff. Look, it's half not his fault because he shouldn't be playing. The manager's still picking him when he should be off, not getting injections in his foot. He did a few things that were okay. Okay is the biggest word I can give it. But again, it's losing the ball. It's the weak shots. It's the stupid decisions. Like he gets in the box and kind of panics and doesn't do anything. He passes it or tries to shoot, and it's just like, stop! What are you doing? Like, there's people free in the box, mate. So it really frustrating one from him. So 1 out of 10 for me.
All right, DX.
Yeah, I think he's in danger of becoming Jeff Hendrick, Longstaff, the new Jeff Hendrick, because he's playing like that. Where he's getting into these positions, but then his final, whatever it is, but there was one where he just, I don't know what he was doing. It was not a shot. It wasn't a cross. It was just a sort of, oh God, what do I do? And just
Trust.
stabbed it. Yeah. And then that shot, that miss with his right foot was embarrassing. That was embarrassing. That was like watching Manuel Riviere. Back in the goal. And then, I don't want to give him a 0 though. I'll give him, I'll give him a 2.
Well, can you name one good thing that he done?
He did have like a 5-yard pass to the right that went.
We cooking over here. Let's go. Eddie,
DX, stop playing, man.
No, I like him as a person, but yeah, I think his time has got to
as
be up
as a
now.
footballer, he's a good person. Come on,
He's like the-
man.
He's like the poor man's.
Time
Who's the guy who plays for Man United? That Scottish midfielder.
Scott McTominay.
McTominay. He's like a very
McTominay can
poor.
strike a ball competently, though,
He's like a very
Yeah.
B-Tech version of McTominay.
and he's
Yeah,
terrible
as a
outside of his striking ability.
Yeah, so 2 out of 10 for me. I'm going to give him an extra.
All right.
point.
Well, Steve Longstaff. Well, hold on. Ronald, my man, Ronald. He's on our fans forum, by the way. Which you can join if you got WhatsApp or
No,
Facebook.
you can play, Ronald. You can play. You can win a
we-
game of football, and there
we
could be
won. He was
performances.
He was still the worst player for Newcastle, man. We
Yeah.
we
The
give him
positives
scores.
are coming.
Moments
Positives are
of-
coming. The next couple of players
Yeah.
are going to be very positive. Trust me.
It was because of moments
Yeah.
of inspiration by individuals rather than
Yeah.
Yeah.
those
Yeah,
players.
1 out of
but
10.
It's just opinions. It's just opinions. Steve, what do you say?
Yeah, 1 out of 10. I'd start Elliot
What?
Anderson over. He's like our 7th choice midfielder with everyone fit and unsuspended.
Yeah.
Tonali,
Wait,
Bruno,
can I say
Willian,
something to Ronald?
Willick, Elliot Anderson, Miley.
Hold on. What, Roy?
Can I say something to Ronald? Ronald,
Give it-
was Longstaff playing any well? Just forget the result. The game,
Yeah.
was he playing good? No. The last game, was he playing better? No, he was still shit. The last 10 games, was he playing good? No. He's shit. You love Newcastle. You don't want Longstaff to be playing on your team because he's a Geordie. You want a proper footballer who can win us games. He doesn't win us games. We love him. He needs to be on the bench and not start.
But
Which is not going to happen this season.
This thing that we love, I love my wife, mate. And my kids. I don't love these people that have no. I love watching them play. I love watching my team play. I don't love these guys. I don't know you. Why am I love? I don't love Eddie Howe. I don't love him because I appreciate what he's done for the club. Done an amazing job last season. But loving, damn, I don't love these guys. Don't pay my dues.
No, because some people are putting the plaster on top. Oh, we won. No, it doesn't matter now. Job done. And then think about the next. No, we were shit today. And if we do
that's results-based analysis. That's my biggest pet peeve about dealing with football fandom. Biggest pet peeve, results-based analysis. It's my biggest pet peeve.
We love Ronnie, though. We love Ronnie.
Wait. Where are City? Where are City? Third.
Yeah.
And they played some great football. And some of the games they drew and lost. And they kept doing it. He kept changing things and trying different things, and eventually he got it. Yeah. But we're not doing it. We're doing the same shit now because we won. He's gonna be like, we won now.
You'll never progress by filling the squad with a squad full of Longstaffs and Dummets and Richies.
Yeah. And then Ronald, stop being a happy clapper, mate. We were shit today, and 5 minutes before the final whistle, or 5 minutes before the 90th minute, we were out.
Yeah, I'm not hearing the results-based analysis.
I mean, he does have a point. He wasn't great, but he wasn't as bad as Phillips. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, Phillips is you know how you have game.
Phillips was straight up playing for us.
I'm so happy.
The thing is, it wasn't Phillips' fault because he's about to kick the ball, and Gordon, super smart, went and put his foot in front of him, and Phillips went for the swing anyway, and he kicked him.
Wasn't just that though, bro. Was it his overall game? He just seemed to keep losing the ball whenever it came near him. He was more annoying than Longstaff.
So where are we on Longstaff here? Oh, Daniil, I think we didn't get your take, man. What were you rate
on Longstaff?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to give him a 3, and that's probably being generous because I think for the system we play, he's not strong enough. He is weak in the middle of that park.
Yeah.
And fair enough, a bench player at most, Longstaff, but not. If we have all our big guns fit, he doesn't get anywhere. He doesn't get into the starting lineup. I'll give him a 3.
Right. Yeah. All right. So let's go. We already did the midfield, so now we'll go to the forwards. And what about Isak? Paul?
I mean, I thought he was. He had a funny game, Isak, because his penalty taken is amongst the best in the world. I mean, he is ice cold. He is just. I mean, that second penalty is it was ridiculous how calm he is. It's just he is something different. But he does have his frustrating things where he was in on goal and it goes off him. But the pass was fantastic, obviously, for the goal for Barnes. I mean, that's incredible for him. I love his endeavour. It is sometimes a graveyard shift for him up there by himself because there's not a lot of help with there at times. So I do feel sorry for him at times. But, I mean, look, he scored 2 goals. He's provided one of the best assists we've had. So he's going to get a very good score. He's going to get an 8 out from me. Easy peasy,
Right.
8 out of 10.
He and like you said, he did miss some sitters though. But I mean,
yeah.
cold-blooded,
He's not a
cold-blooded,
9. Yeah.
cold-blooded as it can be on those penalties, man.
Yeah.
Just, man. Yeah, I wish it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Roy.
8 out of 10.
Yeah, I'll give him an 8. I mean, he scored 2, but for me, the assist was better than both goals.
Oh, that
Yeah.
assist.
That ball was better than both goals. So that was
That
quality.
assist, man.
It's
All right.
things like this that you don't see much from players like Longstaff, who is a midfielder who's supposed to be doing that.
Yeah.
So yeah, 8 from me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. See, I'm torn between an 8 and a 9 actually, because I think you can say that he had moments that weren't great, but in the end, if you look at the facts, he kind of was one of the most influential players on the pitch. He got 2 goals and an assist. So I'm thinking, is there anyone that I'm rating above him? Probably one player, maybe. I'm going to be one of those sort of sitting on the fence people and go 8.5, just because I think he had big moments, and I think those they defined the game. You know, those moments.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with 8.5.
All right, Steve.
Yeah, I'll go 8.5. I'll take off the 0.5 for the miss. I forget if it was before or after Longstaff. I think it was rapid fire. It was like one of them missed, and then 2 minutes later, 3, maybe even 5, he missed. Longstaff. It was an identical miss. Like both of them hit it weak as a miss. So I'll penalize him for that 0.5. Other than that, yeah, we don't score without him. We don't do anything in the game without him on the pitch. If he's unavailable, yeah, he's a game record, bro. He's a complete game record. Like, very good. Yeah, 8.5.
Key player. He might be the key player for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Yes.
Daniil.
Him and Gordon.
Yeah, I mean, I have to go along with the guys. A nice round 8 for Isak. He was one of the handful of players who were on it today. He looked sharp as well in the box. Yes, he did have that weak shot, but every striker has that moment. But in front for the penalty, ice cold, as you would expect, and that pass. If somebody like De Bruyne had done that pass, the pundits would be going all over it, right? But that was Will.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's true. When a Newcastle United player comes up with a bit of class, it doesn't get the recognition. But when it's one of the cartel clubs players do that, right? It's like, they're drooling like audience in an adult movie, So but yeah. But yeah, I've got to be a nice round 8 for me. Thank you. Cut that bit out.
I don't know why I'm fucking tickled about that shit.
Insert sex noises.
Crazy.
Anyways, all right. So we did Isak. Let's talk about Gordon. Unfortunately, he had to be sent off. I don't know what the hell he did, to be honest with you. I'm confused. At that moment, I was just concentrated on not giving up a goal.
Hit the ball away. It was petulant, really.
He wanted. He didn't want to play against Everton, his old team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But both the others are silly.
I mean, what is our take on Gordon's performance? I think he was very, very good, very active, Paul.
Man of the match for me, absolutely phenomenal. He would have got a 10, but I'm marking him down for the stupid second yellow card. So I would have given him a 10 because I thought he was phenomenal, but I have to give him a 9 because of the stupid decision to get a yellow card. Second yellow, I think it's dumb and needless. But other than that, that's the negatives out of the way, Gordon. Everything else in the first half, he was clearly our best player.
Yeah.
Everything was going through him. Everything. You know, the penalties were really good. Clever play. You know, a pass for Barnes. What a pass that is. I mean, obviously the finish is ridiculous, but Gordon's still got to do the work. And I loved when we were 4-3 up. Another thing I really loved from him, we were right by the corner flag by the Gallagate, and he was just biting. And yeah, all right, you got a free kick given against him, but I loved that because we were up against it, and I just thought it was just so good, just really good play there from him. So really good. 9 out of 10 would have been 10 without the red card.
All right, Roy.
Yeah, I'll give him an 8. So 3 assists, 2 smart penalties, and the third one for Barnes, amazing. And then I would have given him a 9 even, or a 9.5, but that silly red card drops it down to 8. Would have been man of the match if he wasn't sent off for me, but yeah, I'll just give him an 8 as well.
Okay, DX.
Yeah, I'm going to give him an 8 because I think he's come back from that international. I thought he would. He came back from the international break, and you can see his tail's really up. But today he was outstanding. It just caused them all kinds of problems every time he had the ball. I think the commentator even said, just get the ball to Gordon in the first half. And he was the reason why we got those 2 penalties. It was a great bit of play that linked up with Barnes. But the red card, I've got to take marks up because now we're going to miss him for, is it 1 game or 2?
Just one.
One game. Okay, so miss him for the Everton game. And you've got to say at the end, that left us having to sort of hold on where I don't think we would have had to with 11 men. So
yeah.
I'm going to say an 8 out of 10, but really his performance deserves a 9.
Yeah. All right, Steve.
Some good news. Burnley scores against Chelsea. It's 1-1.
Really?
Nice.
Well, Burnley.
All right.
Burnley.
Come on.
Wow.
That's
All
hilarious.
right, Steve.
Away as
what do you
well.
think?
No white flags, huh, Eddie? No white flags from Burnley.
You're not giving up.
Steve.
9.5. Thank you for getting the red card because number one, you need some damn rest, bro. We shouldn't need you against Everton because we are far better than Everton. Everton are woeful. So actually, I'm very happy he finally gets a rest because he was getting roughed up in the game. Obviously, when you're a player of that quality, you're gonna take a beating. So I'm actually very happy he took the red and then he only misses a game. Fair play. Maybe it was even on purpose, street smarts. But look, we shouldn't need him against Everton. We have Barnes. We have a very good record against Everton. I'm happy he's missing out on the game because we shouldn't need him, and he should get a rest. 9.5. Yeah. Player of the season. Love the guy. Done a complete 180, as probably a lot of us have. Because I liked what I saw at Everton, but I was like, I don't really know. But exceptional.
He's a different player now, isn't he? He's got the end product.
And that's what I will give Eddie Howe credit for. I will criticize what I need to, but development of the Joelinton whole transformation, Gordon and some other players, he's gotten a lot out of what mediocre. But yeah, I will give him massive credit. We will benefit from Eddie Howe's development of Anthony Gordon for years to come if it keeps on going like this. So fair play to the player and manager. But yeah, 9.5. You get a 0.5 because you get to rest because we need you for Spurs.
Yeah.
We got Everton and Spurs next Saturday, right? No,
Spurs
Everton.
Sorry.
Everton.
Spurs
No, I'm saying after
Spurs
the
and Burnley have a Man Center.
All right, let's move quickly. Daniel, I'm sorry. What is your score for Gordon?
For Gordon, I thought he was one of our most effective players in the final third of the pitch. He really had that West Ham defence frightened every time he got that ball, and he was at his most effective, obviously facing towards goal as well. And two very clever pieces of play to win those penalties. I mean, why VAR took so long to decide them, I'll never know. They were, clear penalties, clear as day, But that red card I thought was a bit harsh because I felt he was just passing the ball back. He wasn't kicking it back, like, in in anger like some would do. So I thought that was a bit harsh. But I'm going to give him a 9.
All right. Nice. And let's finish up with Murphy quickly, please. Paul, what do you think on Murphy? Sorry. Go ahead, sir.
I was just gonna say one last thing on Gordon. You know why I also give him a 0.5 for the double yellow? Not only does he get to rest for the Everton game, and we have Fulham away, which I think is the tougher game. Oh my God, Leverkusen again. Anyways, not only do I give him the 0.5 for actually getting it, and also the fact that it was late in the game. It wasn't in the first minute or the first half or 70th minute. We were still chasing the game. It was at the very end. We scored the 4-3, and so it was. If you were going to pick up a red in this situation that we're in right now, considering who we have on Tuesday, considering how late it was in the game, considering that we had, 5 injured fuckers, that is, if you are going to pick the time to get a red, that is the time at the very end of the game. So that's the only thing I wanted to add.
Nice.
Man.
All right, let's be quick on this one because I gotta go eat. Murphy, what did we get Murphy, Paul?
I think I agree with AG there. 6, I think, is fair for him. He had a decent game. Again, nothing brilliant or anything, but he was full of endeavour. I like seeing him start. It was nice, and obviously when Miggy came on, you can see that Miggy. It makes sense to have Miggy as an impact sub. It really does. The defenders don't like when he comes on as a sub, so I quite like that. But yeah, Murphy worked hard, so I think it's fair for him.
All right, Roy.
Yeah, I'll give Murphy 6.5. He started in the right wing, and then he finished the game playing right back. Hasn't done many mistakes anyway. He's solid. A few good crosses as well, but nobody managed to meet or finish. So 6.5.
Nice, fair enough. DX.
I'm going to give him 6 because I thought I'd only give him 5 out of 10 at right wing because I don't think he really did a lot out there. But I thought when he went to right back, he played really well. He was very calm in possession. A couple of times when they were getting in, looked like they might be getting in behind us. He dealt with it, and I thought he defended really well. So, and also Sheffield United won, Fulham 0, by the way.
Wow.
Oh.
Fulham are like textbook definition 10th place team. Brilliant shit. Brilliant shit.
So
Steve, what do you give Murphy?
Oh, I'm give him a 6 because obviously, like we were talking about with Gordon, obviously, he wasn't the player that was being counted upon on the attack, but when he did, some good crosses in, like he's consistent. That's the thing that, like, talent-wise, I don't know if you could definitively say Murphy is a lot more talented than Longstaff. Keyword, a lot more talented. But he's more consistent regardless of circumstances, even in a different position, even if it's a different center back next to him, if it's a different midfield, if it's different this, different that. We know what we're getting out of Murphy. He rarely goes under, but sometimes he has that one game where he goes above and beyond, like the Spurs game last year where he turned into Stevie G. So, right on.
6
out of actually I'll go 7. 7 out of 10.
All right, Daniel.
Morphy, was Mr. Dependable, and when he got into the final third, he played some really effective crosses in. A shame we didn't have a recognised somebody on the end of them. And in defence, he really worked his socks off. He stood up and was counted. So I'm going to give him 7.
Aye. Agreed.
All right, right on. All right, one more round. Let's do the subs really quick. It's Harvey Barnes, Kraft, Hall, Almiron, Anderson. And so, what do we rate all these guys? Quick, Daniel, yes.
I have to leave now. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, no problem, man. Thank you.
Have
a good one. Bye-bye.
Speaking to you, bro. Take care.
All right, so there we go. Now we got the 5 of us. Let's finish up quickly on the subs. Paul, what do you make of Barnes, Kraft, Hall, Almiron, Anderson?
Well, Barnes is an easy 9.
Right.
Absolutely phenomenal. Great finishes. Won us the game. Amazing. Kraft, did you say? Sorry.
Kraft, yep.
Kraft, 0 out of 10. Shit. Awful. Responsible for the goal. Awful. Deserves to get hooked. Anderson, I thought was fine. Maybe a 6. Hall, I really liked. I thought Hall was really good. I really liked Hall's performance. So 7 for him. Is that everyone? I think that's
No,
everyone.
there's one more.
And
Wasn't
that's
there?
Anderson.
Miggy. Oh, Miggy. Miggy was, I feel sorry for Miggy because I think he looked dangerous. So I would give him a 6 based off time on the pitch. It's just sad he got injured.
There we go. Harbaugh says, Chris and Solana, my 2 favorite Peruvians. There we go, man. I love it. All right. Roy?
Okay. So I'll give Barnes 9. Man of the, well, I was going to say Gordon's man of the match, but I keep changing my mind between them. He changed the game. He scored 2 goals.
Yeah.
9 for Barnes. Kraft, 2. I'm being generous. He hasn't played much, so out of his depth, really. And then Miggy didn't do much. Best thing he's done, that he came off. So coming off was the best thing he's done today. Because if he didn't come off, we would have lost that game. I mean, he didn't do anything wrong, really, but he just came off. I'm not a fan. So he came off, and Barnes came on, won the game. So I'll give Miggy a 5. Hall, I'll give him. He actually looked lively a bit, so I'll give him a 6. Better than Tino on that left, and better than Burn on that left.
I agree with that.
Week after week, we see that, and then he doesn't play. Who's left? Anderson. Yeah, huffed and puffed a bit. I think better than Longstaff, but he doesn't do the defensive work that Longstaff does. Well, the defensive work that Longstaff is supposed to do.
Yeah.
So I'll play him instead of Longstaff.
Yeah.
But have 2 different. But Willock and put Willock and Bruno as number 6 and play him as a number 10 behind Isaac. It might work.
Might just work. All right. DX.
Yeah. What did I give him? 4? 5?
I don't know.
Let's give him 5. 5 is okay.
Okay. So I guess we're going to do Eddie Howe at the end. So Barnes, I'll give 9. Most impactful. Obviously scored the winning goal. It was an absolute brilliant goal. Great finisher, best finisher in the side. Kraft 1, useless. Completely looked out of his depth today. Anderson, I'm going to give a 6. I thought he came on. He was strong on the ball. He looked good. I think he's looking fitter and sharper now, and he's going to be a big asset for us for the run-in. Hall, I'm going to give an 8. I thought he was brilliant. I thought down the left, he linked really well with a couple of the guys down that side. He was excellent. And he needs to start against Everton. And Miggy, I'm going to give 6 because I thought when he was on, he did some very nice things, but he wasn't on for long enough to give him more than a 6.
Yep. All right. Steve, by the way, welcome Owl House. Welcome to the channel. Appreciate you. Okay, so Steve, what do you think?
Yeah. How long was Almiron even on for? It felt like 5 minutes.
5 minutes, probably.
10 minutes.
How long was he on for? Like
10 or 11 minutes, I think.
So I can't really grade him off. If you want a grade, I'll go, 6. Cool. Anderson, 7. I agree. Should be starting versus Everton. But we all know Longstaff is, so it's a futile request, really, at the end of the day. Lewis Hall, again, another player that I want to see play versus Everton. He won't. Made an impact. I agree. 8. Barnes, I mean, you got to give 9.5 because we needed him. He came off the bench and he delivered 2 goals, 2 very well taken goals as well. Showed exactly what he's all about. Big fan of Barnes. Huge fan. Yeah. So, I'd give him a 9.5. And then the other one was Kraft, a 1. I don't even want to talk about him.
Yeah. All right, we've had a great show. I mean, Eddie Howe, I guess we can just quickly just score. It wasn't great. A great match for him. I mean, he made the sub, so some people would say that he it happened. I mean, he was a part of that, which he is essentially. No. But the injuries is a big deal of the way of why he put some of these players. So I guess I don't know. What do you guys think? Quickly, scores on Howe.
3 out of 10.
3 out of 10.
4.
4.
I was going to go dead in the middle, but then I realized I'm looking at the subs. Why is Harvey Barnes coming off 11 minutes after Almiron is? Why, Eddie Howe, is your first instinct, you have the sub that you make, why isn't Barnes coming on the pitch instead Almiron is? That's the problem. Because that's not like it means everything, but it does mean something that he values what Miggy brings, which is what? I don't know. He doesn't even know. The player himself doesn't even know. Why Barnes, we know what he can do and what he will offer. Why is he not getting brought on the pitch before Almiron? So yeah, 4 out of 10 for that. I was gonna go dead in the middle, but then that just pissed me off. So there you go.
All right. Well, I'm assuming we're gonna stay around there. DX, any final scores already?
I'd go Eddie Howe 2 out of 10 because I didn't like the fact that the starting lineup for me wasn't what I would have gone with. I didn't think the order of the subs was logical.
Yes.
And I just think there were too many things like that where you can't give credit to the manager. I think it was a couple of brilliant individual goals, brilliant moments from Isak and Barnes that kind of turned it around from 3-2 to 4-3. So 2 out of 10.
All right. Well, that's it for the show. We had a great
I
show.
haven't done mine yet.
Oh, sorry. There we go. Roy. Go on, Roy.
Not normally when you 3-1 down and you win the game 4-3, you'll give the coach an 8 or a 9.
Yes.
Right?
But this is Newcastle, Roy. We do it differently.
I'm giving him 1.5. Shit lineup.
Yes.
And then when Lascelles got injured, he shuffled the whole back four. Lascelles was injured, it was still 1-0, by the way. So he shuffled the back four. He doesn't trust Hall. Anyway, what happened? It was 3-1 down and was still shit. And then he brings on Miggy. And Barnes, the guy who won him the game, was still on the bench. Then Miggy gets injured. You just can't make it up, man. So his final sub, his last or least favorite player probably, comes on and saves him. This is like Rocky 1, Rocky Part 1.
United a 3-up, by the way.
Yeah,
3-up.
Yeah, 3-up. Yeah.
That's great. All right.
Well, 1.5 for Eddie. Eddie, you got lucky today.
Oh yeah, you caught live.
You got lucky today, and if he comes back and says his normal nonsense, because I haven't seen the press conference yet, so he's gonna come other players for no, you fucked up today, big time, mate, and you got lucky with a bit of a genius from a player that you didn't want to pick. It was basically number 16 today.
Yeah,
he was the 16th player on the pitch. Your last one saved your ass. Because we saw who was sitting up with the phone speaking to Saudi. Hello, Saudi. So I'm getting to a point that if he gets sacked, I wouldn't give a shit.
It was a goal out of nothing, wasn't it? A goal out of thin air.
All right, we're gonna have to leave for
Gordon, 2 penalties. Gordon, 2 penalties. One genius ball from Isak through the middle.
Yeah.
And that last one for a bit of
a wonder strike from 30.
Wonder strike, and well, there you go. So what did Eddie do?
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate everybody's support. Thank you for watching, and thank you to everybody that's been subscribing, smashing the like button. If you haven't already, please do so. Subscribe to the channel. We've got a lot of subscribers today, so I appreciate that. And of course, I dropped the link for the WhatsApp forum, the Facebook forum. Join if you want to, either or both. Also, you can become a member of the show and get exclusive perks. We got a giveaway for members on Monday, so stay tuned for that. And thank you to all our mods as well. Amazing Mighty Mag, Queen of Heart, Trolls as well. I don't see this coming somewhere, but Trolls has been Ian Fleming as well. And thank you, Steve, for coming on the show, man. You know, always welcome to come on the show. Appreciate everybody. We will see you tomorrow. We got a show at 10 p.m. The fellas are going to be live. I'll be away, of course. It's Easter for me, so have to be with the family. And Monday, Max on 5. So, but tomorrow, join the fellas, 10 p.m. UK. We will see you tomorrow. Away the lads.
Away the lads.
Away the lads.